Well, I don't know about stocks. The
Like making the new wave of crypto markets.
Do you have a cryptocurrency?
Not of my own name, but also
Yeah.
like I started Nick Mullen coin.
Okay. Well, I can't promote that, or you gotta be careful with that. They're getting the blowjob girl now. She's going to jail.
Who hacked Tuah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she went to sleep.
I got a bone to pick with that lady.
Why? She's sleeping right now.
What do you mean she's sleeping?
She went to sleep. She had that big crypto scam and she went to sleep after.
She went to sleep?
She said it was getting late. She's still sleeping, I heard.
Oh, she like tweeted that or something?
She was on a Twitter space and she said that she had to end the Twitter space. She said she was going to go to sleep and she'll
My
talk to them
problem with
tomorrow.
her is this. I don't think you should be allowed to become famous for saying you're the best at sucking dick, and then we never see that happen.
So you think she needs to? Wow,
There
I'm against
should
like OnlyFans and that stuff, but that's an interesting observation. You think she should have to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think she should have to start an OnlyFans. It's like you can't be like, yeah, I'm the best fucking guitar player in the world. You go viral for that. And then you have a podcast called Playing Guitar. And then you have a cryptocurrency called I'm the fucking man at playing
The thing
guitar.
that confused me is she tweeted after, though, a couple weeks after the crypto scam, she said that...
But then we never see the guy play the guitar.
No, but listen, she
Yeah.
tweeted that she was working with lawyers to find a perpetrator. Who do you think did it?
The perpetrator of like who
scammed her audience?
Oh, because the price crash or they
Yeah,
sell?
she's trying to find who pulled
Well,
out.
you don't have to hire an investigator. That's what the SEC is for.
I thought it was obvious that it was her, but I think she hired a lawyer to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, in case anybody doesn't know you, please just introduce yourself and...
Okay, I'm Nick. I was on a podcast called Come Town like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A couple people listened to that, and then that kind of fell apart, and I started a talk show with Adam Friedland called The Adam Friedland Show, which I think we invited you on.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I
don't know. Maybe
I don't think so. You might have thought you did. Maybe that's why you didn't. You thought it was already open.
Yeah, I thought maybe. Anyways, you should go on the show.
You're not on it anymore, though.
I left. I just.
I'll
left
go
this
on
month.
it. I didn't receive any. I
But
would have done it.
it's still in my heart. So
You still want to, but not the other one.
well, that just kind of ended. Ran
So
its
the
course.
one you're telling me to go on is with,
Adam Friedland.
but not the Stavros.
Well, the Come Town is defunct. That's
No.
done. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about that? Do you think Stavros would rejoin the podcast if you gave him a bagel?
A bagel?
Yeah.
He is very food motivated, but I don't know if a bagel would do it.
It has to be more?
That's the thing that's
You
interesting.
think that he wouldn't be able to say no just looking at him?
No, well, Stav it's the funny thing about him is like you would think that someone of that size would be like, there's people that are big fat, so like you watch My 600-Pound Life.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I have to eat 17 baguettes every morning. It's like they're just they consume. But Stav is sort of an Epicurean. I mean, I would go.
What does that mean?
Well, he has taste. I mean, it's like
he eats good food?
He eats good
But
food.
that's only because he has a lot of money.
Even before that, I remember going to his there was a 4th of July that was just it was maybe when we had just started the podcast, but I went over to his house. And it ended up, he invited a bunch of people, but I was the only one that showed up. So he got all of this food, and he made like tzatziki, and he barbecued, and he made all this Greek food that was really good. And then we took naked pictures of him, and it was, but the food itself.
How much? I'm gonna forget that naked part. I'm just not even.
No, that
I'm
was
not
his-
even interested in
that's his-
hearing about. I don't want to imagine that guy naked. Any guy, but him specifically. I just
He's
wanna start
naked a
vomiting
lot.
all
You
over
don't
the
have
place.
to imagine.
That's
I mean,
just. Oh man, that's horrible to imagine. It's like
Uh-huh.
I physically feel like my organs are like fighting each other right now.
Well,
like
then
they're
maybe
trying to kill myself.
Maybe you need some exposure therapy because it's not. As bad as
I couldn't do it. I'd rather jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
That just sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Is that you've seen him naked before?
Oh, many times.
Is that why you like sound just so depressed and like?
Do I sound depressed?
You sound like you're like always. You sound like you're a little sleepy. Like you're just like you've seen the worst of it, and there's nothing that can affect you now.
I hate that. I would love to not sound that way. Maybe I should
It's
get
too
like
far. You already saw Stavros naked.
yeah. Well,
you
he's
saw the worst of the worst.
well, he's very symmetrical. He doesn't like it's not
like he's a circle.
Well, he's like who's that painter that does like the fat couples? Can you help? You would know. The painter. He's like a South American guy. Balea.
Bolivia.
Petruccio. Let's call him Petruccio. It's something
Okay.
like that. But yeah, he's robust. It's not The only thing that's off-putting is he has these like scars from some type of reaction he had to something as a baby. So it looks.
He
like
also is like 30, but he has the hair of like an old Jewish guy who's about to die.
Well, he's bald. Yeah.
But he has the sideburns.
He does. He's grown it out.
Just
he's got like
horrible.
He's not as bald as I thought he was.
Oh, you don't see him often in person anymore?
The last time I saw him was like 2 months ago. He had a movie that came out.
How much? I mean, I don't know if you know, but how much does he weigh?
Well, the last time I checked, it was in person, I think he was 365 pounds
Oh.
at 5'1".
5'1"?
5'1".
That guy is like about to explode. There's not much more he can do. What's he gonna do? He's gonna.
Well, I think
about to burst.
It looks balanced though.
No, he doesn't.
It looks like.
It looks like that's the type of guy you'd find outside eating like the scraps of food at a McDonald's. Eating the old fries from that
to me.
If I was
an alien, right, and I came to Earth, and that was the first person I saw, I would be like, oh, that's what the planet is that shape, and so the people.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing because then the alien imagining they could get here, you'd have to imagine. Like they've refined technology. They would understand technology. They'd look at like a normal guy, and then they'd look at somebody like that, and the guy go.
And the alien would? Well, they can't breathe.
They'd see somebody
our air.
like Stavros, and
okay.
like he'd be like fucking panting and shit.
But he's not like that. I think it's.
He's not. He's athletic.
I think so. Yeah, to a certain degree.
I've never met him. He just looks like I don't know. He's look like a bubble that you're like. You poke it a little too hard. You should
have him on.
I've tried.
He'd probably be able to answer the questions better than I could about his weight.
About the bagel.
About the bagel, yeah. Particularly, probably.
Well, let's move on. I don't want to only ask you about that guy.
Okay.
How can Mr. Beast have 300 million subscribers if there's only 8 million people in the world?
Mr. Beast has 300 million subscribers.
350 million now.
I don't know. That's fascinating to me.
I don't understand.
And I don't really understand what he does. Do you know what's crazy? I've never seen a Mr. Beast video, but I've seen his penis.
You saw what?
There's a picture of his penis on the internet that he sent to somebody, but I've never seen one of his videos.
How did you? I didn't hear about that. Are you sure it wasn't like that?
I have a Google alert.
That
for penis.
fool working for him back in the day.
Who?
A Google alert?
Yeah, I have a Google alert for
alerts
penis.
you
for
stuff like that?
Anytime the word penis is mentioned,
it's like a Ring camera?
I get like a ping on my phone.
Do you share it with like your neighbors? Like you have like
I did. I went over to my neighbor. It's a nice, it's a older black family. And I said, have you seen this?
I like old black people.
And then they call the police.
The young ones are going fucking nuts though.
The younger ones.
I think we got to deport them. I don't know where to, but.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not going to continue. Let's go.